So how do you heal your tattoos?
Got some ways that I do it. I don't shower immediately after a tattoo or within a few hours. I like to wrap it in tattoo armor loosely around the whole tattoo and then go to bed. And on the first night I'll sleep for 8 to 10 hours because usually it wipes me out. Usually I've had a big session at 6 hours or more. So sleep's really important. Something that's a little bit off topic that's not related to actually healing the tattoos is making sure I drink enough water. So I have 1.5 to 2 litres a day. I'm not sure what that converts into gallons, but it's a lot. I find that helps, the skin needs the water. But as far as cleaning it, less is more. I've found over the years that anytime I try to do a little bit extra to help it, if it's in a tough spot or the groin area, I always find I'm doing too much. Like, just leave the fucking thing alone. When I clean it when I'm in the shower, I don't use any washcloths. I use my hands, but I thoroughly clean those first, just in case, I've been in the bathroom, I've been touching things. I'm really particular about what I let touch it. So I wouldn't put any polyester clothing against it. I use merino wool or cotton. But that's after the first few days, because the first 2 days, maybe 3 max, depending on the placement or the size of the piece. I use a tattoo non-stick pad. They come in all different sizes. I like the large sheets. I use those. They're pretty good. They keep the area warm. They keep it protected and padded. And they also are highly absorbent and draw out the plasma and whatever the bodily fluids that want to come out with the ink. But then it's great, like magic. It just comes off in the morning. It doesn't stick. It doesn't pull at the skin. I find those really great. Keeps it warm. With a stingy, sore tattoo, like I'll have a giant thigh piece, and just to wrap it in that feels like you're giving it a nice cuddle, Yeah, as far as cleaning it, definitely once a day. And I don't put any creams or ointments or anything on it until minimum 48 hours, but I usually like to leave it 3 days. Or 2.5 to 3 days when it starts to dry out. If it's in an area that needs it, I might put a bit of lotion on it. But maybe a baby lotion, something with no alcohol, no fragrances, and gentle on the body. Always less is more. And again, thoroughly cleaning my hands before touching it. I don't like to leave the tattoo greasy, so I just put a thin amount on. That might sound like I'm being really fussy with healing the tattoos, but there's those basic principles that I adhere to. Like clean and dry, less is more, don't fuck with it. I'll use a derm for those that might be interested about derms. I'll use a derm if it needs it, like if it's on an ankle or a knee, or you might have an area in your elbow that's gonna flex, and just to stop it from like drying out and cracking and splitting. I don't usually use a derm straight away, but I know there's plenty of people out there that have success with them. So I can appreciate that. They look great when they peel it off and all that plasma just comes off. I just find there's an element of risk. If you get it wrong using that, you're trapping bodily fluids in a heated area. Again, I'm no expert, I'm just a guy that gets tattooed a lot. And I've made some mistakes in the past, I'm not perfect. I've had some shitty heals because of doing too much or being in the sun like a fucking idiot. Stay out of the sun. Fun fact, I was on a beach 2 years ago, a little quick story, saw a guy in Bali and he had his whole sleeve done, one of those cool looking Bali tattoos, all the masks and all black and shit, looking amazing. He was sitting in the beating hot sun under an umbrella. And I says, bro, your arm looks sick. And he's like, got it done yesterday. I was like, stay out of the sun, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, it's all good, I'm in the shade. Yeah, I wonder how that guy's tattoo healed. He was in his swim shorts. Chances are he had been in the water. Anyway, gotta live your life, huh? Have fun out there.